Like a lot of people, I kind of fell into Canadian studies. My background is as a political scientist, and I did all my studies in political science. And the School of Canadian Studies, which is one of Carleton's oldest programs, needed someone to teach. And because my background is Canadian politics, I started to teach, and then got hired and found a place, because Canadian studies is interdisciplinary. So we have women's studies, history, cultural studies, architecture, you name it. It's all about studying Canada. So it's a pretty wide range of scholarly opportunities for students and faculty. So Canada's interesting. I like thinking about it. So it's a great place to be. Nimijean is a Romanian name. That was my father's background. He was born in Canada, but the only kid born in Canada. His parents came over from Romania after the First World War. But what was interesting is I grew up in Quebec. So I wasn't necessarily seen as English either. And so our ethnic and racial backgrounds very much influence how we look at Canada. When I moved to Montreal, from a smaller town, all of a sudden I didn't realize there was so much English spoken in Quebec. When I came to Ottawa, I was in a place called English Canada. But you also encounter incredible diversity. At the end of the day, Canadian citizenship, or if you're an international student, being a landed immigrant or a visitor on a visa, this is a society you choose to be in, and that's what defines your citizenship. So where you or your family comes from, at the end of the day, you're Canadian because you want to be part of something called Canada. Now, one of the challenges about Canada is how do you negotiate this diversity? And that's one of the central themes, one of the core concepts we talk about. We like to talk about how diversity has shaped Canada. It's led to a lot of creative things, federalism, a new flag, all sorts of things. But it's also led to a lot of tension, racially, ethnically, religious. Our attitudes towards immigration, despite our self-proclamation that we're a country of immigrants, when you probe public opinion, Canadians aren't as open, armed, welcoming people as we'd like to think we are. So those are the kinds of tensions. That's why you study Canada in an interdisciplinary setting, because you learn all these different ways to think about things. Being in Ottawa, in the National Capital Region, is a great advantage. Just driving in today, the president of Chile was blocking off the main road coming onto campus. A lot of things happen in the capital that relate to how we think about Canada. One of my areas of interest is Canada's relationship with Latin America, with South America. There are a lot of issues that go on, and this is where the players are. So it does change your outlook on things for sure, because again, as I was mentioning, when I lived in Quebec, growing up in Quebec, my outlook on a lot of political issues was framed differently. But here, things happen, not just out there, but all the students have perspectives. We have NGOs, we have political parties. So it's a great mix to help us understand the questions we want to think about.